put off. Look at that, y'all. That's crazy. That should not be able to fall free like that. What's up, YouTube? Y'all already know who it is, your boy Tay, man. And y'all already know when I get on YouTube, it do get crazy. Hold on, what happened when I get on YouTube? It do get crazy, gang. Check this out. Look, before I get this video started, I just want to say I appreciate everybody that rock with me. And look, I'm trying to be consistent as possible. Now, I could be one of them YouTubers who just put out pointless videos every day or every other day. I really could. But I'm trying to be transparent on my channel. I'm trying to teach y'all something. You feel me? Like, I'm trying to make it to where when y'all come over here and y'all get done watching one of my videos, and y'all take time out of y'all day to watch my video, y'all feel like y'all learned something. And y'all just didn't come here to hear me just talk, basically. So that's why my videos don't come out as much as possible. But I have got some motion going on in the shop now, so, you know, I can make a video. But I would say the more my channel grow, the more money I can invest, the more jobs I get, then the more content I can put out without it just being pointless, if that makes sense. So with that, I need y'all help. I need y'all to go ahead and subscribe to the channel, man. Be nice and share one of my videos. And if you like me, then like my video. If you don't like my video, then you don't like me. All right, let's get into it. All right, now in the last video, I was working on this 2018 Chevy Sonic. Man, I forgot almost the year it is. But I was working on this 2018 Chevy Sonic. Now, what I want to explain to y'all is, like I say in my videos, sometimes when you break down a car, or when you're looking at the car, especially when you buy from the auction, it can look one way, but you won't really know the damage until you start breaking it down, and which that's what happened with this car. Once I broke this car down and figured out there was a few other things broken that I didn't expect. For example, the motor mount was broken off right here. You can see that's broken. What else was broken off? The lower transmission mount was broken. The subframe is bent. I was gonna try to re-bend that back, but I'm just gonna replace it. And oh yeah, the main thing that was broken that really held up the process was the water pump broke off there. Problem with that being that platform that the water pump connects to actually is like the it's like the timing belt cover, which means the whole cover has to be replaced, and that's why you see that and they're looking like that. So this became a bigger project than I expected. So I had to order a few extra parts, timing chain cover and everything else, motor mount, lower motor mount. Actually, there go part of the motor mount broken right there. But yeah, so I had the radiator. So that's what you see over here. That's what you will see over here. You also see that I got the subframe. I'm gonna go ahead and put that on. But yeah, all these are parts that I had to order and wait till they come in. That's why I just didn't upload a video. This is that cover, that timing chain cover that we got to put on. Now, to put that on, we actually have to lower the oil pan, but we got to take the subframe off anyway, so that's not gonna be a big deal. Once I get the subframe off, then I go back to rebending the frame rails over to where they're supposed to be. That way we can line everything up and start putting stuff back together. But before we jump into that, I just want to give y'all a little update of what's going on in the shop. Remember this thing here where we supposed to do the motor job on it? So what we found out was during the motor job that the motor came out of a Charger, which is a 5.7 Hemi, which is the same as this vehicle, 5.7 Hemi. But this vehicle was 4-wheel drive. So, and the Charger was 2-wheel. So with that being said, we came to find out that the 2-wheel drive the 2-wheel drive motor wouldn't bolt out of a Charger, wouldn't bolt up to a 4-wheel drive motor in this truck. Even though they both 5.7 Hemis, the bell housing shape pretty much was just different. So the customer decided he didn't want to put no more money into it. He just spent a lot of money getting that motor, so he just didn't want to put no more money into it. So he just said he tired of it, and he told me to junk it. So that's where this at. So before this thing get junked, if anybody in the DFW area and need parts for a 2012 Jeep Cherokee 5.7 Motor bad, transmission good. A lot of other good body parts. Interior pretty nice. Got this panoramic roof, dash nice, airbags, everything good. All 4 wheels. Back tailgate good. So yeah, this thing will be going to the junkyard and getting crushed within the next couple of days. So this will be out of the shop. With that being said, we got another project in. I went on and took in another customer since I knew this one was leaving. And what we doing on this one, she just wanted the front end fixed. And again, when you lift it up, you see the radiator and stuff is crushed. She also want me to put her 2 new visors in. See this one here, that one was actually hanging down. I fixed it. This one just kind of swings. So we're gonna get her some new visors. And she want me to take care of this too. But I'm thinking I'll have to replace the whole door panel. And one more thing, she want this rear bumper painted. She said it don't gotta be perfect, but she wanted it painted. So we're gonna go ahead and take care of that too. But before we get started on it, and I actually got some parts came in for her. I just ordered the parts like yesterday, and believe it or not, her radiator support came in already. I think that's what this is. This is the radiator, the condenser. Not sure what this is, and there's another little box down there. I'm not sure what this is, but that's all for the black Altima. So we're gonna get that taken care of. But before we do any of that, we actually gonna work on the work truck today. So y'all finna learn something on the work truck today. I'm gonna pull this out and pull the work truck in. I low-key been working on it. I just don't be showing y'all because then I feel like, yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna go ahead and change the upper control arms because I got a little shake in the wheels. And I got a leak in my power steering because the power steering pump, my last one went bad on me. And I actually recorded a video of me changing the power steering pump. I just didn't put it out because I just didn't like the way it looked when I edited it. But yeah, I put a new power steering pump on, but come to find out it got a leak in one of the hoses. And I also put a new passenger side valve cover on because it was leaking a lot of oil on the ground. Every time I went to my sister's house, she always had an attitude because I left oil behind. But it's the work truck, so we just weren't working good. We're not really too much worried about what it looked like, but we got to keep it running good. So with that being said, I'm about to find out what this leak at. We're gonna repair that leak, and we also gonna put some upper control arms on that, so pay attention to this video. And like I said, with stuff that I do, just because I'm working on my work truck, these skills can be applied to almost every vehicle. Almost all vehicles operate the same. So if you watch me put the upper control arms on this and you wanna learn to put upper control arms on your vehicle, whatever that might be, pay attention. All right, so what you about to do now, first, I got the work truck in the shop. Let's see, can you see me? Yeah, I got the work truck in the shop. And what you about to see me do now is I'm finna pour some power steering fluid in it. And attempt to, just waste a little bit. I'm gonna fill it up, turn it on, and my plans is to see where it's leaking from. Kind of got an idea, but we gonna see. Hear that whining noise? That's because the pump's sucking in air. Ain't no fluid in it. See, as I pour this fluid in, that whining noise go away. Definitely leaking. You can see I put a new pump on it. And you can see, pay attention to that spot, you'll see it leaking. See that? So it's for sure leaking. Wait, is that our leak right there? That might be it right there. Hold on, let me wipe it off and see if that's it. That's the new valve cover I put on the other day. It was leaking like real bad, like right in this area, right here. It's leaking real bad. So everywhere I go, I left an oil stain. But yeah, I cleaned it up real good and put that new valve cover on there, and I ain't had that problem since. And like I said, I put this new pump on, and now it's leaking again, but I don't know if that's coming from right there. All right, so after looking over this over and over, I don't see no leak down there. So what I'm thinking is, it might be the reservoir. Because I know I just wiped this off. So how did it get fluid back around it again? So that's probably what it is. I'm gonna do a little test on it. I'm gonna turn it on and then turn it off with the cap off and see if the fluid come out. It's almost like it's getting some type of pushback. See what it's definitely flowing. That is max. Maybe I overfilled it. No, but I'm still getting a leak. I'm still getting a leak at the bottom. It's confusing. Turn it off, see what happens. So nothing came out. After thoroughly looking over it, I figured it out. It don't really have a leak. Although it may look like it, it don't really have a leak. See, what the problem was, it has air in a power steering system. And I should have walked y'all through that, man. Don't beat me up for that, but I should have walked y'all through it. But this, sometimes, man, when I put these gloves on, it's about to get crazy. That means I'm frustrated. I'm trying to figure this out. So I had to put the gloves on to figure this out. So with the little oil, it's probably all type of stuff, but leaking, that's from the catch pan. I pretty much went under there, investigated. It's old oil and debris that's just slowly leaking out of there from when it did have other leaks that I already fixed. But anyways, after carefully looking over the system, I seen bubbles inside the reservoir for the power steering front, which means there's air in there. The same like bleeding your brakes, you got to get the air out the system. So the process I did to get that air out the system, pretty much what you want to do is turn the wheel. Once you fill it up, put the new pump on and everything, turn your steering wheel from lock to lock. That means from all the way to the right, all the way to the left, maybe like 15, 20 times. And then you want to start the car up and do that again. But do it with the cap off. So keep doing that until you don't see any more bubbles, and just keep filling it up. As the fluid travels through the system, you're gonna see the reservoir getting low. So just go ahead and fill it up as you turn it left and right until all the bubbles gone and the fluid just flowing, and then you're perfectly fine. Because what was happening was once I turn the vehicle off, all the air pushes to the top. And when it pushed to the top, it was making the fluid come out of the reservoir, and it was just slowly leaking down. That was the problem. So technically that's a good thing, because we don't got to do no physical work. All we had to do is turn the steering wheel. But now we got to do some type of physical work to get these upper control arms on, which I got them in the car. New upper control arms right here. One of them, just to show you the part that we putting on. Upper control arm right there for the people that don't know. You got some people that know everything, and then you got some people that's here to learn. That is for the people that's here to learn. So we're gonna go ahead and get the front of the car back jacked up, get the wheels taken off, and get these upper control arms on. And if you want to learn something, just finish paying attention. And if you really want to learn, go ahead and like the video. And also, if you want to be nice, go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and get the truck back jacked up. Don't got to be all the way it don't got to be all the way jacked up, just need it off the ground. But if you want to, I want to teach y'all something else, right? I want to teach y'all something else right real quick before we get started. So if you want to check your front end, you shouldn't have no play in the wheel. Now, usually the way this goes is, if you got up and down play, like up and down, like, you know what I'm saying, up and down. If I were to push this wheel and it goes up and down, that's usually a wheel bearing. You go left and right, then that's usually like a tie rod or something. But with my truck, I kind of already know what it is. I'm gonna show y'all exactly what it is. So let's shine the light in here. Now what I want y'all to pay attention to when I move this, the bushings inside of the upper control arms. Watch this. See that? Let me get closer. Now, and you can see it here. Look at the play in. Look at the play in the ball joint. Now, your front end should be completely tight, no play whatsoever. So you shouldn't have nothing moving. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and pop this off, this wheel off, and get that tie rod change. I mean that upper control arm change. So like I say, yeah. So go ahead and pay attention to this process, because this process can be used on almost all vehicles. They pretty much made the same. mean, one of my subscribers, you never should lean a tire against a customer vehicle, which that person was absolutely right, but being that this is my personal work truck, I can do that. So excuse the tire, it's just me. It's just tape. Alright, let's get this light. I hope y'all can see this. Or you know what? I feel like I can move the camera in here. Hold on. Got this little magnet thing now, y'all, that I can almost take y'all wherever I'm at. See how I be investing in my channel so I can get y'all better content. All I'm asking y'all to do is just subscribe to your boy real quick. Like the video or something. That's all I'm asking. I ain't asking for that much. And you'll be surprised how one day you be clicking on my video because you need to. My bad if I stop talking, y'all. I'm sitting here thinking about how I should put this truck on jack stands, because I might need to use that jack to put this on here, but we're gonna see. As of right now, and you see ain't no leak. I don't know if y'all can see over there because of the way I got the camera, but ain't no leak coming down. Ain't nothing coming down. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this cotter pin out. Needle nose. Get the cotter pin out. Got it out. Look at how much play in that. That should not be like that, y'all. That's a big no-no. Hoping this just come off simple. And it did. But I sure didn't feel like wrestling with it. Now, I'm not gonna take it all the way off. I'm gonna get it right there, and then I'm gonna take my hammer and hit it. Cause the best way to get these off, I mean, everybody got their own options, but the best way to get them off is just hit them in here. Cause all it is corrosion just stuck on, you know what I'm saying? So go ahead and tap it right there with the hammer and it'll come off. Go. See, pop loose. That's exactly how you want to do that. Now, we can get that out the way. So now that that's out the way, put off. Look at that, y'all. That's crazy. That should not be able to fall free like that. When I put the new one on it, y'all to see how stiff they is. Like, now, and then look at this. Yeah, y'all. Your boy Taysvlogs is down bad on the control arm side. Get these control arms off here. What size is this? 19. Oh yeah, the size bolt. I mean the size socket to take this off was a 22, and I'm taking these off with a size 19. Okay, this one a little stiff, but it's coming off. And I'm gonna just break it loose with the cheater bar, breaker bar, whatever you want to call this. And then once I get it loose, I'm gonna let my electric ratchet do the rest. Oh, it's the same size, right? Okay. I'm gonna lower this so I can get a better push it on it instead of pulling down. There. Had to use a little muscle with that one. Okay, so what you want to do is, when you're taking stuff like that off, pay attention to this back bolt, because what could be happening is it could be twisting. So you'll be sitting here thinking that you loosen it up, and it ain't going nowhere because it's just the back is twisting. So hopefully that's a different size. And I could just use it is. So I'm gonna use a size 17 to hold the back while I twist it off. All right, I feel like they loose enough now. We can let our electric ratchet do the work. And you make sure you want to put these bolts the exact side they came off of. So what I'm gonna do is sit this one on the right hand side, and then when I take this one off, put it on the left hand side, and that way I know exactly where it's at. Okay, get that one moving too now. So again, we're gonna use the same process. Use this 17 to hold it. This one's still a little tight. Get it a little looser than what I had it. All right, got our other bolt out. Oh, and that fell right off too. I mean, it was ready to come over there. Now this is the left one, but I just want to see if they're the same size or not. Okay, they're the same size. So in this case, it wouldn't matter, but for the best results, put the bolts exactly where they come from. Set that over there. Now our upper control arm is off. Ain't no way it's supposed to have that much play in it. That's crazy. 29. I don't even know if this stock. This look like a, you know how junkyards usually put markings on their part. So this might came from the junkyard. Somebody might replace this already, and they replaced it with an old part, and that's why it gave out. Or it probably been bad. Get the other one, and we just gonna rinse and repeat. Repeat the process. But what you want to do is you want to take your parts and line them up before you get to putting them on, because you don't want to put the same part on, I mean the opposite side on, then you got to take it back off. So you're going to line these parts up, make sure they the same. So all you're going to do is just pretty much put this exactly where the other one came from. Now, you may have to tap it in a little bit, being that being on the other car is kind of stretched out a little bit. See how I top that in with my hand? It ain't so hard. Now you're gonna line up your holes. And then yeah. Same way they came out, put them back in. One in. Just hand tighten it until you get the other one in. That way, you ain't got no pressure on the other side. So, I have to tap it up a little bit just to make the hole line up. Let's see what it's looking like. like that. We got both holes in there. And it ain't even tight, y'all, and look how stiff it is. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and put the ball joint in place before I tighten it up. Look at that, we ain't even tight, y'all, and we ain't got no play. You see what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and get that tightened up and put our tire, let's go ahead and get that tightened up so we can get our cotter pin on, put the wheel back on, and we ready to rock. Back to the other side. See how easy this is, y'all? And a job like this, you'd be surprised what it costs you at the dealership. A little more so I can get that pin in there and we'll be good. Yeah, right there. Now it should have came with a new pin. We're gonna check the bag for that. Yep, sure did. Let me see one though. Oh yeah, there we go. So, the pin was in this little small bag here. That's why I couldn't see it. It's a separate bag. But yeah, you go ahead and push that back in there where you got it from. Push it through like that. Take your needle nose, wrap it around. Like that. And guess what, y'all? You done. See that? No more play. No more moving around. No more wobbling. And I'm putting all my strength on this. Ain't no play. So this truck is definitely gonna ride 10 times better. I'm not gonna make y'all watch me do the other side because it's the exact same way. All you wanna do is pretty much once you take it off, put it back on. If you get confused on anything and you're working on another car and you changing the upper control arm, then go ahead and watch the video, watch that part over, and it'll teach you exactly how to do it. Plus my camera battery need to be charged, so I'm gonna let that charge up before we get to something else in the shop today. All right, y'all, so it done got dark outside, as you can see right there. No, my day have not ended. My day have not ended, but things did change. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. I was gonna go ahead and start doing other things, other stuff I gotta do, but unfortunately, the situation has changed. So what I did was, I put that car in the spot where the Jeep was, and the Jeep is here up front, being that someone called to get parts off of it, so I gotta take those off before I get out the shop tonight. And also, I believe this vehicle will be removed tomorrow. The crushers are probably gonna come get it tomorrow, so that's why I got it up front by the door. So yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video so I can get that knocked out, and then we're gonna pick right back up tomorrow. Probably starting on the Chevy Sonic. I think I'm gonna hold out on the Altima until I get all the parts. I'd rather do it that way. Since I got 95% of the parts for the Sonic, we're gonna go ahead and jump on that tomorrow. But yeah, let me go ahead and get these parts knocked out tonight. Yeah, I hope you learned something from this video, because I actually learned something from this video. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video.
Okay, bye.